Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trade in all our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our signal as long as you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trade. This is very interesting. Today is long, and right now the Nasdaq just turned around, and we are waiting on this resistance to break. So lately, the YM is just as good as the Nasdaq. So it's been getting a lot of movement on the YM, and we are waiting on the Nasdaq to cross the 18,232 before you start initiate long trade on the Nasdaq. Then it will be safe. For the ES, very strong on the ES, the buyers over the sellers with 6 different time frame, and it is from 1 to 30 minutes, and from 1 to 30 minutes, and all other indications indicate there is a lot of, probably we will be going to the 53.19, and you have to be careful with that. Okay, so we are waiting on this Nasdaq to cross that. The institutional target 2 has hit it today early, and we need to see the Nasdaq crossing the 18,230. If you're not in a trade on the Nasdaq, wait for this Nasdaq to cross, and it's about to cross right now. It will be nice if we wait till the bar close above that resistance, and then we are in a good shape with the Nasdaq. Very smooth day, no problems. The market is working perfectly and easy. I don't see any problems. I wish every day like this. There we go. We are really taking off with the Nasdaq. A little resistance on the Nasdaq at 18,270, which is going to cross, and it's going to hit the target 18,338. This is the morning target, and it is finished the Nasdaq practically. Now I turn on the Nasdaq. We need to cross that resistance, and is working on it, the market. And what I see from here, it will cross it. We just wait a little bit to cross that. If you are on an auto trade, do not panic. We need to cross this 18,270, and it's indicating everything is okay. So we will be able to cross this resistance. The same story apply for the ES. We are breaking that resistance, and we're gonna continue going forward. Very easy day, simple, not much headaches. I wish every day like this, but it doesn't work this way. They both got stuck on this resistance, but please be patient. A little pullback it's not gonna scare us away. It's just a pullback, and this is a good opportunity for a re-entry. The re-entry is 18,226 as a re-entry on the Nasdaq. Beautiful day. Good. For the ES, the pullback, it is between those two yellow lines. You should not enter the market between the two yellow lines here where it measures the previous highs and lows. You have the same thing in here. You should not, if we want to take a trade, should be re-entry at 52.81 on the ES as a re-entry long. You do not have short. You should not allow your auto trade, because if it drop 1 bar or 2 bars, you should not allow your any kind of auto trade to take shorts. You are way out of line if you take short at this moment. It's too early to take short. There is no short trade. It's only pullback, re-entry long. The market analyzer based on one contract. We have 254 ticks on the ES based on one contract, and we have 60 ticks on the Nasdaq, and 567 on the YAMP, and this is within auto trade. Let me see, and they already hit the target. Here it is. Be careful with the Nasdaq. The final destination 18,336, and the ES, there is a good potential to climb to the 53.19, but there is nothing left above that numbers. So be careful. Also the gold taken off. If you are using the auto trades from the market analyzer, you have the ES. You don't have to trade all of it. You can trade ES, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones, and CL. So on the first trade, it is 3,175 based on one contract. You can trade it on a micro account, and 91 ticks on the NASDAQ, 580 ticks on the YM, and 13 ticks on the CL. And you don't have to do any optimization or tweaking. So this is a very good size based on one contract. You don't have to trade all of it. But I like to see what is the others doing. As an example, like the gold is already 74 ticks based on one contract. So this is really good. The re-entry point right now on the ES is 52.84. The re-entry on the NASDAQ is 18,220. Do not take any long or short in this area. It's very, very dangerous. Do not allow any kind of auto trade to take a trade in here because we are about done for the morning session, and start getting a little bit weaker on the NASDAQ. So, and there is no short, you have a heavy support. So if you're not in a trade on the NASDAQ, stay away, stay safe. So the only re-entry on the NASDAQ, with all the respect to all the auto trades, is 18,221 or 20. You know, it's climbing slowly to the final target, institutional number 18,338. And you are between the two yellow lines. Those are measuring the previous highs and lows, and you don't want to mess with it when it goes between those two yellow lines. And estimation for the ES for the morning session 53.19, and probably we're gonna experience profit taking and the market will drop. We'll see. We will be on standby to see what happens. As we said, look what we said, target 3, and you can see how the market fallen from the profit taken. You see, it's right on the spot. You see that? And it is profit taken on target 3. I mean, this is really, look at this. Has nothing to do with your chart or your auto trade. Look at this. Right online with the profit taken, institutional number 3, and this is the last one for this morning. The market is running out of steam. So for our traders, if you are on a swing trading, very soon you're gonna get some signal to sell on the chart, or you will get a signal reversal on the chart, and those are indicating there is a trend exhaustion in the market, uh, and then you maximize your profit, override the auto trade, and take a profit. And here it is sinking. And this is, folks, there is no system on this earth is gonna help you out of small things in the market. You have to visually look at it. It's like when you are auto trade, the auto trade don't have the feeling that the market is over. But when we are looking here, we can maximize our profit, and we say, okay, now the market is running out of steam. Maybe you want to take some of the trades off. Maybe you wanted to close your trade and call it off for today, take the rest of the day off, you know. But do not sit down and um, uh, just looking at PNL. Try to keep your eye on the market when it's running out of steam. And this is it, actually. Um, we might experience one bar or 2 bar higher, but if you are auto trading, don't expect magic happens after we hit all those levels here. Between the two yellow lines, there is a fib. There is a lot of indication that this market is about to drop, is finished, you know. And the problem is you don't have a reversal. Um, we are a long way home. If you notice now, the reversal start firing from the resistance line at 18,358, and that's mean you start kissing. The minute, especially our traders, the minute you see the reversal, those reversals do not repaint. And the minute you start seeing those reversal, you need to start getting ready to take a profit or override the auto trade and maximize your profit. And look how it's dropping. We've been telling you it's going to drop. It hit target 3, stayed on it, and now it is dropping and indicated technically this market is finished. Plus minus 1 bar. We cannot go to the last take. We don't have a crystal ball, but technically this market to the long side is finished. And here's the problem. You do not have short. You do not have short. You should not allow any type of an auto trade right now to take short or reversal. It's too early to call it. The market's still strong. It start getting weak. You start from 1 to 30 minutes. Both of them, they are start the 1 minute in red, and it's going to collapse like dominoes, you know, one after the other. So this is an indication that the party to the long side is finished. And I'm gonna leave everything, and you can look at those numbers. The ES was above 5,000, and now it's going to drop to 3,000, 4,000. So to you, maybe it doesn't matter, but it does matter if you keep your eye on the technical chart. There is a lot of different with your performance with the any kind of auto trade or any technical chart you are using next to your auto trade. But please try. Sometimes we log into some our clients and you don't see any technical chart. You don't even see the market analyzer. You just see the auto trades. I mean, what can you say? You get sad about it. He's not using his tools. But I like the market analyzer because the market analyzer, even if you don't want to use the auto trades, it gives you precisely what's going on. As an example, the Nasdaq was to the short side and it switched around to the buy, and all three sign is positive. On this one here, all three are positive. On the YM, all three are positive. This is very important that the market is in sequence. When you turn in the morning and you start your Ninja Trader, as an example, which sometimes you see very often in the morning, you see the ES have a three signal long and the Nasdaq have one signal long, two signal short, and the YM maybe three signal long. This means the market is not in sequence, so you need to be careful which market to trade. You don't just turn on all three, as an example, the YM, ES, Nasdaq. When the market analyzer is not in sequence, you do not turn on uh, blindly all your three auto trade, one for the ES, one for the Nasdaq, one for the YM, if they are not lining up together. And the confliction, let's say if the Nasdaq is to the short side, is given a signal short, and the ES is given a signal long. You have a confliction in the market, and that it is a disaster when you are auto trading and not being aware the market is not in sequence has a big huge impact on your auto trade. Doesn't matter what auto trade. You know, the idea of the auto trade is gonna sort out all the problem. Uh, this is not going to happen. Not in 2024, maybe 50 years from now. But right now, still you need. We are using the latest technology in all the auto trades. We are using the latest. But when a human look at it visually, he can really. We all had this feeling like this market is about done, whether you are going short or long. Those feelings you cannot put it for the auto trades. And if we look at the Nasdaq, we've been talking for the last 10 minutes. As you notice, we told you this target 3 is the final destination. As you see, the Nasdaq is still on target 3 and is sinking actually a little at that time, is trying to get up because of the ES is going to hit the 53.19, and I think that will be the final for the ES at 53.19, and there is nothing anymore to go above that number. Very rare, very rare. When we hit those level, uh, the market can go a little bit further than that, can go a little bit higher than that, but this is very rare. You know, uh, this is based on some kind of news come out. Yes, can it break all the rules? But the market now, if we look at the Nasdaq, is sinking, and if we look, it's still on the target 3. As we said, this is an institutional number, profit taken, and a profit was taken. It might go 1 bar, 2 bars above, but technically this market is finished trading, and the ES is about to hit this resistance, and I'm not expecting too much above the 53.20. It might go 1 bar, 2 bars, but there is nothing left, and it is way, way above the limitation of the ES. So um, So on those level here, let's say if you are taking two lots on any given auto trades, you need to take one of them off, if at least one of them off, or cash in, turn around, close your computer, and call it off for today. The devil will not play with your head to go back and sink into the market. But don't mess with it once we get to between the two yellow line, and if there is a fib line between the two yellow line, call it off. This is the safest. We all like to be aggressive. We all like to get more. As long as you have your finger on your mouth to override the auto trade and flatten everything, that's maybe is okay. But you can see the market, as an example for the Nasdaq, is not doing anything. It's still below this resistance line, 18,358, and it is uh, maybe it's going to break it for another bar or two. But should I take a long trade in those areas? No. It is a place where you need to start taking a profit. And look, that's where we told you the ES from the beginning today. We're gonna be hitting those level, and if we notice on the ES is hitting this level and is sinking in. It's sinking into the support area 5305. You know, to break all this, I mean, it might, but you can see the difficulties how this market not trending is going sideways. And when the market goes sideways for a long time, start sinking in a little bit at the time. So let's see what will happen. And look, and if we notice here, the ES is sitting stubbornly on this resistance. Look at this. And then we have a system here. The target is 18,400. This is from the market analyzer, 18,431. Usually we have some traders, when they hit the target, they take a reversal. This is coming from the market analyzer. And you can see the ES, look at this. The double resistance, and it's sinking all the way to this level, 5304. Wait for it. If you notice, we have a sell signal already on the Nasdaq. You see that? The ES came into this double resistance, and you can see the party is over to the long side. So when we are trading, especially if you are trading swing trading, you need to get or override the auto trade on the top, because the swing trading is not going to respond by just a couple bars going down. That's why it gives a very wide area for the market to go back and forth. Now, uh, I don't have anything with trailing stop. As an example, this is with a trailing stop, and this is a scalping, and you can see it's already closed that trade. Between the swing trading, you need to give the market room to go back and forth, but also in the same time, and look, we have a sell on the ES and we have a sell on the Nasdaq. So even if you are auto trading, you don't know all the technical stuff. You can just read the market and follow the signal. And once those start appearing, that means the market is finished. You know. Uh, so here it is, and if the market goes higher than this level here, you're gonna have another one to tell you sell. Usually, when we have the signal sell and the market go above the sell level a little bit more, and then you're gonna get another sell signal, and it's going to be sometimes two signals sell before the market drops. So when you see sell order, indicating that this market is finished, and even if it goes above, it's going to tell you again sell, and a certain level, maybe let's say on the Nasdaq, if it comes into the double resistance, it's gonna give you another signal to sell, reminding you to sell. So, but what I'm looking at right now is finished, and uh, the market is sinking a little bit at the time, and it's running out of steam as we expected, and uh, there is not much hope to let any kind of auto trade to take long. At the same time, you do not have short. Try to explain that to amateur trader using auto trade, dependent on the auto trade, and he doesn't want to learn. He don't understand that he don't have a long trades anymore, and he don't have a short trade. Now maybe he might auto trade in, and he might get away with a $100 trade, $200 trade, but this is not consistent, because that winning trade tomorrow is going to be 3 losing trade against this one winning trade. By luck, he got a few takes on the way up. Like now, the market crossed those technical level, and by luck, if he got a couple bars, that does not mean it's going to be lucky every day, and he's going to, against this winning trade, one winning trade, he will be losing 3 losing trade. So if you stay uh, strict, where is your level, or you can start dumping some of your trade, that will be the smartest move. And And right now, this market is just, it's no longer tradable. When we can go short, when you go below that line, 18,325, and when the ES goes below the 5,300, then it will be safe to go short. Above that line is only long. And the problem right now, we don't have long. It's finished to the long side. So we're gonna keep monitoring this market and try to see what will happen to this market. And now, as you see, it become a little bit boring. It's not moving anymore. Um, we'll see. You can see we told you when it gets to the next higher level, it's going to tell you sell. And the same thing apply on the ES, give you the first signal sell and the second signal sell. So, and you can see it's dropping. Now you can see it's blinking. When you see the chart blinking, those red, that means some short is on they're trying to push this market down, but it's not over yet. As I said, the only time we call off the long trade when it is below the 53.12, and for the Nasdaq when it's going down below the 18,350, then you can go ahead and go short with it. On the auto trade, the ES made 7,100. On the YM, 5,565. This is not bad at all. Very good. Easy day. That's exactly, speaking of a devil, why you need to go short below that line and short below that line, because that's what happens sometimes. And that's why it's too early to go short until we make sure it is short. And you can see whoever tried to take short now, he lost that trade. It's not over yet. You know, it will be totally over when we go below the 53.12. You can see how difficult it is right now to make money when you are trading the ES and NASDAQ. 1 minute up, 1 minute down, and it is finished. It is over with a long trade. It is 10:55. That's what we said. Try to make your living from 8 to 11, and 11 o'clock. Try to take your profit and call it off for today. And here it is. There is no money to be made anymore. And we've been singing the same song all morning. And there is not much to do anymore. It's finished. And also, we are done for today. And I wish you good luck for the afternoon. This morning's session is finished. If I was you, I mean, I'm not your financial advisor, but if I was you, I will call it off, go for lunch, come back in the afternoon, see if there's anything to trade. And here it is, it's sinking, and there is no money to be made. And another things also, you have the advantage, you know it is over before any other trader, worldwide. And if we look, you can see the market analyzer start turning to red, and the buyers over the sellers start shrinking with 6 different time frame. And there is some other indication here. I don't want to go through details on each one by one, but it is mixed. So this means there is no more oxygen enough for this market to go up anymore. And that's what I said on the last webinar we did, that what I love about future is not Bitcoin, yes, if you want to hold your Bitcoin for the next 10 years, it's excellent idea. But Forex, Bitcoin, option, and future, I see after 32 years, the only consistent market, and it is predicted market, and nobody can sit down on the net, spray rumors, and have effect on what you are doing. So I find the future trading can, if you learn the future trading, if you want to compare it with the others on a daily basis, I'm not talking about long term. Stocks and crypto long term might pay off, yes. On a day trading, I find the future, if you are educated enough, you will find the future. It is the best option for the guy to have success. Whatever system you are using is fine, but if you learn a little bit about the future movement, how it moves, how it works, it is very predictable market, and that's what you need. It's not how much every day. It is what is stable every day to sit down and get stability in your trade and not chasing wild goose. I mean, if you wanted to day trade Bitcoin, man, you need oxygen sitting next to you and diapers. But yes, Louis, he said you have, future, you have to work on it. It's not free lunch. Louis, there is nothing in the trading is a free lunch. Nothing in the trading is a free lunch. And yes, you work on it, it pays off. You don't work on it, you're gonna stay in dilemma for the rest of your life. Folks, that's all what we have for today. We wish you the best for the afternoon session. We are done for today. Thank you very much. Bye for